How's it going, everybody? This is Jojo right here with Rifles, Rods, and Broads, and we are here in Redondo Beach, the city of Redondo Beach, the city of the most 10-year surf fishing tournament ever, the 79th annual Redondo Rod and Gun Club Surf Fishing Tournament. And as you can see here, my partner in crime is kind of in another state, scouting for the fall season, looking for elk in Colorado, and checking out to see what we can do this year. But we are here. It is the 30th of May, and it is the conclusion of the 79th annual Redondo Rod and Gun Club Surf Fishing Tournament. I've got some special people here. I've got Chuck Zimmer, Z Custom Rods, the president of the Redondo Rod and Gun Club, coming up on his, how many years have you been the president now?
I've been tricked into it now 5 years, I think.
Tricked into it for 5 years. And we got Rob here from IndigeFish, and we're going to get into more about what IndigeFish is all about. But Rob?
Heck yeah, man. Nice to be here. I'm stoked, Jojo. Thanks for inviting me, man.
Oh, yeah, man. We are stoked to have you here, and I think there's going to be great conversation in regard to what you got going on, because I think it's something special that we need to share here.
Yeah, definitely. As far as Redondo Beach in Southern California, great fisheries. I mean, Chuck, amazing tournament that just went on, and it was really fun to be a part of this entire event.
Oh, definitely. Thank you, man. And just to talk a little bit more about the tournament, so we just hosted the 79th annual Redondo Rod and Gun Club Surf Fishing Tournament. And if you guys have followed us on social media, if you guys have followed Z Custom Rods, Chuck Zimmer on social media, you would have taken note of the fact that, man, this is a great tournament. And Chuck, talk a little bit about what we did. I mean, it was May 23rd through today. We had food, we had fun, we had raffle. What else did we have, Chuck?
A lot of good people here. I mean, it's just, you know, it's nice because you get to meet with all the fishermen that are in this area and even outside of this area. We've had a couple people come from the IE to fish this tournament, which is super cool because, you know, it's 79 years
It's
of,
the
of,
thing
of
to do.
history. Yeah, like, yeah.
Tenured for sure.
It is so cool.
And just to let you guys know, I mean, you guys have seen a lot of our social media posts in terms of the Redondo Rod and Gun Club Surf Fishing Tournament. We've been around here since 1948, which is way back when, and we've got the pictures to prove it. And back in the day, in the 50s, this tournament, this surf fishing tournament, and it'll absolutely blow your mind. If you guys come down here to enjoy the tournament, the festivities, the banquet, we have all of our photo books out. And one of the things that I always love to do, and it blows my mind, is just the fact that when we do flip through the photo books, we have pictures from like the 1950s.
Yeah.
And what really amazes me is the fact that, like, as you flip through the pages, and Rob, this is your first time with the tournament?
Yeah, first time with the tournament, first time ever at the Rod and Gun Club here in Redondo. And when I got to see those pictures, man, it was amazing.
It's
it blew
crazy.
my mind.
And what's crazy about it is, like, I mean, when we're in the tournament, we're fishing the same areas. And to see kind of like these fishermen back in the 50s surf fishing in the area, Torrance, Redondo, where you got like the Palos Verdes hills kind of in the background with no houses on it, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just green hills, and it's like, when was the last time it looked like that? And then you see all of the fish that are coming out of those waters and the clarity of the pictures. It just blows my mind. I mean, it's a shocker.
So one of the cool things that did happen this year is I posted a bunch of those photos online on Facebook and Instagram. So I don't know, a day past that, a guy goes, "Hey, that's me in the photos." And he goes, "Yeah, that's so-and-so, and that's so-and-so." And he's like, "Yeah, we used to always fish together. I haven't seen that photo in 40 years, you know?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's Greek," which I believe there was a guy that donated a bunch of rods here.
Yeah.
And Greek was on one of those rods. And I was like, "Man, you got to come down to the club. I'll give you the Greek rod, you know, because it was his best friend back in the day."
That's crazy.
That's
man.
so neat. And then another guy that was here, Blank Page.
Yeah.
He's our resident member here. He was looking through the photos today and goes, "That's my dad."
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's
so cool.
It's crazy. And if you guys follow us, check out the photos that we have posted. I know Chuck's been posting some photos as well. And just flipping through it, one of the things that really caught my attention was that there was literally a 3-pound surf perch caught in Torrance that was the second biggest surf perch in the tournament. And by any means, this tournament, we weren't pulling up some 2-pound, 15-ounce surf perch. So, I just want to say thank you to everybody that participated in the Redondo Rod and Gun Club 79th Annual Surf Perch Tournament. Chuck, the president, Mike Damsky, the tournament director, and I can tell you that Mike and Chuck put in a lot of work to make sure that this surf fishing tournament was successful. And then you guys can also check us out on our website as well as YouTube and Instagram for all of the winners, because there were multiple categories. There was not just the surf perch, which was a $200 award for the surf perch, but there was the Yellowfin Croaker, the Spotfin Croaker, halibut, as well as the Corbina.
Yeah. And I think a special $100 came from a special podcast that we're on right now, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Rifles, Rods, and Broads.
Wow. Did they sponsor an extra $100 on top of it? Wow.
I've heard of that podcast. I think they've
yeah,
got like 1 million viewers. Why are you guys laughing?
No, but yeah, honestly, that's going back. This whole thing is a lot of work.
Yeah.
But it really wouldn't be possible without our sponsors as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had, the CCA, Bill Varney, Angler Pliers, Blacktail Hooks, and the list is like Friedman Adventures, Mad Dog Custom Rods.
Oh, yeah.
Myself, Z Custom. I mean, all of these people
Blacktail
Hooks, Sky over at Best Tackle. And honestly, that's another part, is all of the tackle shops.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
We had Young's, we had Baja, we had Island.
Eric's.
We had Eric's up north.
Big
and
Fish.
Big Fish Bait and Tackle down in, I think it's Huntington, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Seal Beach, I think.
Seal Beach,
yeah.
yeah. But yeah, that's the stuff that actually makes this contest or tournament a thing.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
100%.
And it's been absolutely fantastic. And I can tell you from my own personal experience, because first and foremost, I'll claim myself as a surf fisherman. The tournament started off, if you guys fished the tournament, I can tell and I know that it started off a little bit rough, because last week, the first high tide of the day was at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, you should have been out there.
Yeah, I did not. I was not out there. Right. But especially here in the South Bay. Now, the tournament goes for all of California. So regardless of where you're at, you're able to fish the surf fishing tournament. But I can tell you here in the South Bay, from like Torrance Beach, Rat Beach, on all the way up past Manhattan, the water was just dirty.
Yeah.
Super dirty.
Oh, super dirty.
Unfortunately, I didn't get the memo that I was able to fish wherever
Where would you have gone?
I probably would have gone to Sunset Beach or Long Beach. I really enjoy fishing White Point. There's a great place right there for perch. And so, it was funny because I ran into Mike. I forgot what Mike's last name.
Romo?
Mike Romo, yeah.
Yeah.
So I ran into him on the beach, and he was like, yeah, I caught a couple of Spotfin or Yellowfin Croaker. And at the time, I thought he said Bolsa Chica. I must have been mistaken because he told us Sunset Beach later today. And I was just thinking to myself, I was like, I thought we had to fish in Redondo like this whole time. like that was my
Dang
thing.
it.
So I was like, at the most, maybe Palos Verdes or Hermosa.
Rat Beach, maybe.
But okay, I guess we can go anywhere. And then I went over to Long Beach and ended up skunking anyways. So it didn't really matter. I didn't end up catching anything until later on that evening when I came back to Redondo and fished off the pier. But yeah, to your point, the water was just dirty, kelpy.
Oh,
And,
man.
like you couldn't throw your line without getting caught up.
It was like literally every cast. Like no matter what I threw out there, whether it was a Carolina rig with a worm or a sand crab or my new thing, like I love using the jigs.
Yeah.
Because the jigs, it's a
jig
game.
bite.
A jig bite is so different
Yeah.
from anything else.
Right.
Like, I mean, the fish are just in predatory mode. And the moment that they hit that jig, it's just like game on.
Yep.
And regardless of the size, it just feels different.
Right.
But, overall, I mean, we can't control the weather. We can't control the tides. We can't control the moon. We can't control the dates. And these were the dates of the tournament. And, last year, I think it was a really good year. I was watching Mike Damsky, who was the tournament director of this year's surf fishing tournament. And, online, we kind of post all the fish that are coming in. And I think everyone can relate to this. But last year, all the Yellowfin Croaker spots, all of the perch spots were filling in because it's a 5-fish type of tournament, right?
Yep.
Your best 5 fish and the total measurement of the fish represents and decides who the winner is. And this year, it was almost as if, like, if you got a Yellowfin Croaker, it was luck.
Yeah.
I think the
It
winner
really was.
the winner was 2 croakers, right? The Yellowfin Croaker. I think it was a two fish win. Yeah.
I don't know what it was,
Yeah,
but like, I don't know.
I
Rob,
got
you
2
surf,
Yellowfin
you
Croakers,
surf the
but I
South
got,
Bit.
mine were small. So I
Yeah.
think my biggest one was like 9 3/4 of an inch.
And that's so unusual.
Yeah.
It's so unusual. It's crazy. But it is a tournament, so it's like,
what it is,
subject to
It is
what
what it
you've
is.
got.
Yeah.
And Mike Romo, who was a big winner in this year's tournament, was really kind of, he was out there like literally every day. I'd get text messages from him like, hey, Jojo, where are you going out? Where are you going out? Where are you going out? I'm going here. I'm going there. I'm going here. I'm going there. So I got to meet up with him a couple of days. And, this morning, which was the last day of the tournament, I was actually fortunate enough to head out down south to Sunset Beach. So he like cross-pollinized. He was like, okay, I've got sand crabs from Torrance, and I'm using them at Sunset. And those Torrance sand crabs, nobody's got nothing on Torrance sand crabs.
Oh, really? Ghetto sand crabs?
I was gonna say.
That's L.A. sand crabs.
Hey,
and OC
those sand crabs got nothing, No other sand crabs got anything on Torrance sand crabs. But, we went out there, and I got myself my 4th perch of the tournament, which is unbelievable to believe,
That's
right?
awesome.
Like, you talk about, like, oh, this is my 4th perch of the day. But it was my 4th perch of the tournament, which was just like, what the heck is going on? And then I got lucky enough to get a Corbina, and then fun enough to also catch a leopard shark, which is,
That's cool.
always when
It's
you
always
get
nice.
start. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially
bonus.
those like those big leopard sharks. Dude, those are like the marlin of the surf.
Right.
Like you hook onto a big one, it's just like
I was gonna say that and shovel-nosed sand sand sharks or the guitar fish.
oh, dude, those
Those
are
things are
awesome.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, those are great. So it was a great tournament, and again here at the Redondo Rod and Gun Club, we had the banquet, and Chuck, obviously there were some hiccups, but guess what? Ryan Dubois came up. Our club members came up big. We had a bunch of rockfish. We made some fish tacos. We had a lot of pizza. We had a lot of appetizers, and we had a good time.
Yeah. And also, we had a little snafu with the food, but I think we're going to, here's what we'll do. So we've got Phil Friedman and the Redondo Beach Rod and Gun Club, and now the Rifle Rods and Broads clan. So if you guys want to meet up here tomorrow at 2 p.m., we'll have the taco guy here.
There we go.
Bring a $10 bucks or $10 with you. We'll do a taco day here at the club. You can meet everybody, and it'll be like 3 of us all getting together.
So you heard it here first.
Yeah. There you go. Let's do it.
Tacos and
Taco guy.
Taco guy is that taco guy has been solid for 3 years and has some of the best tacos.
he does.
And so I was talking to a couple of my friends, and I think we're going to have a raffle again tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. So there'll be a raffle here tomorrow. We'll just do it like it was like
Nice.
it's today. Yeah.
And talking about that raffle, I mean, if you guys are here and you guys, if you're listening and watching this, you were not here, or maybe you were,
on the way.
But we had tons of prizes from a lot of our sponsors. Real Calico donated a bunch of T-shirts. If you guys want the latest in SoCal fishing gear, check out Calico on Instagram.
Those are really
Oh,
You're living dangerously.
yeah, right. You might want to hook that.
Brian, I'm gonna match everybody here, but Real Calico had a bunch of stuff. American Surf Fishing had a bunch of items also as well, donated to the event, and so many others.
I thought it was kind of cool. It looked like a walking stick, you know.
It's like a cane to hold yourself
Yeah,
up.
right.
You know, like
I'm
while you
kind
still
of
talk.
jealous. I want one of those, you know, like my arm's starting to fall asleep from holding these things. You know?
I will say, if you're not used to holding these ones, like
Yeah.
it's like these things weigh like
My 2
10
fingers are
pounds
tingling
almost.
right now.
No, they weigh like probably like 2 pounds at least.
Oh yeah.
So
Seems like a little bit, but after
after
10
a while.
minutes, you're like, man.
well, that's just like fishing, man.
I
Like
know,
I gotta
right?
tell you that after this tournament, my body is sore.
So how did you feel? Like, okay, so it's the first time you were here.
Yeah.
What did you think about the tournament? How did you hear about it? All that good stuff.
Well, the way I heard about it was actually I have a buddy that I fish with, Ben Hervey Murray. He's with American Sea Fishing, and he's also with Team USA as one of their surf anglers.
Oh, nice.
And
He's
so-
awesome, dude.
yeah.
He donated a bunch of stuff to us.
Yeah, so he actually invited me to go fish when I was very first starting out with IndigeFish, and basically we've been hanging out ever since. And actually, we got some bigger news later on. We can't necessarily reveal it just yet, but it's going to be kind of cool.
Dun, dun, dun.
Coming up for some stuff in November. So, but yeah, he told me about it through Instagram, and so basically, I just was like, well, Redondo's my home place. Right? It's home base for me. I live off of the Esplanade right there, so it's kind of cool.
Why
And,
wouldn't you sign up?
Yeah,
why
right?
wouldn't I? As a matter of fact, I was like, not only do I have to sign up, but I kind of have to win.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
You can walk across the street and fish.
exactly.
So
Like, I'm
did
like,
you did sign up? Did you win?
No, I did not win. I
Dang
didn't come close to winning. Not even. I mean, what was Mike's total inch count? It was like 93.
Mike Romo-
No,
was a
for
killer.
Spotfin Croaker, he was at like 93 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was like 93 inches. Bro, I caught a total of like 19 inches. Okay. Like
He is
for
the
the whole
silent
tournament.
killer.
Whole tournament.
Oh man.
Silent killer.
So
man.
yeah, no, that's the way I heard about it was through Ben on Instagram, and he had posted it up too. Yeah, I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna sign up, and it was great pricing, by the way. Like, what was it, like $26, $27 or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I was
After
like,
they add the tax or
yeah,
whatever.
it's
is
like a
on it,
no-brainer. So yeah, I mean, and not only that, but with IndigeFish, we're going out maybe about 4 to 5 times a week fishing
Wow.
and filming. So we're like, okay, well, not only do we get to film and fish, but we also get a chance to win some money and prizes. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
right.
Why not do it?
So Rob, talk to us about IndigeFish.
So
Because as soon as you got here, everybody's like, "Oh, that's your channel. That's your channel."
yeah.
So tell us a little bit about it, man.
So it started back our very first video ever. What we did, it started in August 12th. So you know what? Let me give you a precursor to that. So one of our family friends, he actually plays in the National Football League, and so we're talking to his wife, right, or his soon-to-be wife, and we're like, you know, what makes him different, like as a person? And so she was just telling us, she's like, you know, he's just delusional. Like he knows that he can just get out there and
That's how my wife
beat up,
describes me.
yeah, beat up whoever is out there. And he's not even the biggest guy on the field. So I'm like, but she was like, look, if he didn't think that way, he could possibly get hurt. So, and we're like, my wife and I, we looked at each other and we're like, okay, well, if we want to have a fishing TV show, because we were in shopping agreements with different like production companies to have a fishing television show for indigenous fishing. And so long story short, that kind of fell through, and we were like, well, we can do it ourselves. So what do we need? One, we need to be delusional. Two, we need cameras, and we need some microphones. That's about it. There we go.
Check.
Yeah, good to go. So we literally went into Best Buy, because while we were having that conversation, we're in a Best Buy parking lot. Went into Best Buy, bought all of the stuff, ended up coming home. First episode, August 12th. Went to Big Five, got myself a Daiwa rod and reel combo and 7 foot. Got some weights, set up a drop shot. Didn't even go out there with bait, just weights and a hook. Like, went out, grabbed some sand crabs, and that was our very first episode.
Nice.
And then from there, we posted like 3 or 4 days a week. We've kind of tailored it back to kind of stay in line with like different algorithms to enhance our reach and stuff like that. But yeah, we pretty much wanted to be an inspiration to kids and to different adults and stuff like that are out there that are like, how do we just get started fishing? You know, like, how do we get out there and fish and enjoy ourselves? And also too, I post a lot of times when I skunk, right? Because for me, I really wanted to showcase the realities of fishing too. Yeah. Because not everybody.
It's not always good.
Yeah, you're not always going to go out there and catch a 350-pound marlin or like, a big old 4-foot leopard shark or, giant guitar fish or anything like that. Like, a lot of days I go out and I don't catch anything. Yeah. Or I catch a little dinky fish that took me 6 hours to get to, right? So it's like, I wanted to be able to paint that reality for kids so that way when they do go out there and they skunk or they have a really long day where they only catch one fish, they're not discouraged for the next time around.
No doubt.
So that's kind of where it started from. And now we have a couple of different partnerships. We're working with a group called Tribal Sacred Waters out of San Diego, just kind of to put together a couple of programs. And we're hoping to get another program together soon so we can start putting some rods in kids' hands. And then on top of that, just kind of looking to continue building our base. And then also too, that's another big thing that we're working on actually is an app. So we have a surf fishing app. It's more so like inshore to kayak range, right? So like boaters, they got their whole Garmin apps and everything. I mean,
they've got their $50,000 worth of gear.
Yeah, $50,000 worth of gear, not including the boat, and then on top of that, they have lasers that could just like hit the fish and it's done.
Yeah,
right?
Sonar 360.
Yeah. So, but for surf fishermen, we don't really have a lot of that stuff. And so the other thing that we have to always do is go to all these different websites, whether it be surfforecast.com or 976 Tuna to see if there's what the fish counts are for the boats, or to go to NOAA to see like the weather changes of the buoys and all this different stuff. So we've actually compiled an app that brings all of that stuff and all that information together, so that way you can see when the hot bites are for various areas. From right now, we have it in our beta version from Santa Barbara County on down to San Diego.
Oh, that's nice.
So you'll be able to see like, okay, I want to see where halibut are biting right now.
So what's the app called?
So it's going to be called Tide Read for right now.
Okay.
It's not yet released, but we're going to be selecting a few anglers to go ahead and run a couple of tests with it and see how they do. And then also to get some information regarding like their catches and where they caught them and stuff like that. So that way we can go ahead and fine tune the app with some real-time data. But ultimately, like this thing, actually, my two Yellowfin Croakers came from me paying attention to what was on the app, and it actually put me in the right time span. So
it's an advantage.
Sounds like a good app.
Right. I'm just saying.
Even though they didn't cross the double-digit line.
It didn't cross the double-digit line.
Hey, but that's because that's the thing.
That's because the beta version that I went ahead and used didn't come until I actually did catch those fish. So I was like, okay, well, Once
Well, and you actually upload that information back into your own program, right?
Right,
That's
actually,
cool.
So
And I can tell you, like, Rom has shared with me kind of the beta version of the app. And if anybody's into surf fishing, it's something that you definitely want to take a look at. So in the links as we record this video, we will definitely share kind of where that app is, where you can get it, and when it becomes available to everybody. But, you know, one of those things in terms of surf fishing is like, when should I go fishing? Because if you just go out there to go out there, there are going to be times where you are fishing and it's like, I'm not catching anything. And then other times where it's like the tide is right, the water temperature is right, the day is right, and this is the fish that you should be fishing for. So you solve all the problems.
Right. And pretty much like I was showing you earlier, I mean, if you want to find out, okay, where's the halibut bite going to be going on? A lot of times your mind just automatically goes, okay, like here's a couple of spots that have gone on in, you know, YouTube or some type of forum or something like that. And I'm just going to gravitate towards that. Well, what our app does is actually takes a lot of real-time data from a lot of different sources, as well as the scientific data behind the fish and how it actually acts, its habitat, you know, what its diet is, where it tends to live, like habitat living off of, or halibut living off of, you know, rocks to sand junctions, like for instance, and you have the ability to make alterations, right? So like early stages of the app, it was telling me that I was going to be capable of catching sheephead off the Topaz Jetty. Now, for me, I know that that is completely false, right? Like, so I'm like,
Beginning stages,
Yeah.
quote
Yeah.
unquote.
yeah, beginning stages of the app, like it needs to be taught, right? Like any other models. So the big thing was, it was like, okay, like I need you to realize that without some type of kelp forest, even though it's a rocky terrain, the sheephead aren't going to live there because they live off of urchins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So understanding its diet, and then what that platform is able to do is now take that information and understand what that habitat is a little bit better. So that way, now when it's making its forecast, it's telling you, okay, here's the fish. And then also too, like, this is the reason why it does live here. So yeah, just looking to see if we can solve some problems there for surf fishermen, especially.
I mean, that's pretty awesome, man. Because I know, like, as far as surf fishing goes, I think we all live off of the same apps, right?
Yeah.
Number one, if we have an iPhone, the first thing we're going to do is go to the weather app and make sure that it's not raining or,
Right.
you know, too crazy out there.
Swell and all that.
Along with the wind, right? And then we go to the tide app to see when high tide is and when low
Yep.
tide is. So that's definitely something that is very helpful. And then in terms of like California, so California itself, you know, is an interesting place because there's just so much going on,
Right.
and so many people. And if you look on the map, we have such a long coast of water and so many fisheries, right?
Yeah.
And when we talk about like some of the rules and regulations that are taking place, and as IndigeFish, a lot of the things that come up kind of in regard to whether or not this should remain a fishery, closed fishery, or not be able to fish, like indigenous people of California, the Native Americans of California, like come to mind. And in terms like, it's still a major sustenance of life itself in terms of, you know, being able to go out there to fish, to catch what
Right.
you're going to eat for lunch, to catch what you're going to eat there for dinner. So how are you guys, in terms of IndigeFish, trying to like really promote the sport of fishing and the lifestyle of fishing for natives?
Right. So, actually, I was sitting down with Lisa Sherman over at Tribal Sacred Waters, and we were talking when we were on the boat over there in San Diego. And one thing that we were really talking about was, you know, just kind of how did IndigeFish kind of really get started? And my biggest thing was, you know, I understand the cultural practices of it. I grew up on a tribal reservation. I went to different tribal organizations and events and all kinds of different stuff. And so you get an understanding of cultural practices, but then at the same time, there is this aspect of you're living within two worlds, right? So you have to be able to understand like there's this side that's non-native, there's this side that is native, and how do those both kind of coincide together. And so, understanding the cultural side of the practices, I definitely have that feel for like, hey, we do need to have these conservation efforts and stuff within reason, right? Like, obviously, the earth is here for everybody to enjoy.
Yep.
Not necessarily just one aspect or another. Now, I'm all for tribes and conservation through tribal practices and stuff, but at the same time, like, as a tribal member myself, I do realize that there's other people that are non-tribal that are also here to enjoy the rest of the world too. So for me, I really enjoy sports fishing. I love going out to Guatemala and, catching a 350-pound marlin. That's amazing. It's not cultural, but it's really fun. Like, so like, I want to be able to promote that stuff. It's a great time. Like, everybody loves that. Like, who doesn't love that? And the big thing for me as far as IndigeFish goes was that I didn't get to grow up seeing that. I didn't get to grow up seeing like an indigenous fisherman, because people were so hardcore on the cultural practices part of the thing, where it seemed almost taboo to enjoy catching this fish and then like bringing it up on board and now it's your food. Like, but it's like that was kind of tribal in the aspect. We're just having a little bit more celebration with it and stuff. And so now there is a point to where it's like it's a little bit too much, and I've ran into situations like that where you're sitting on the pier and stuff, and guys are like, "Hey man, just give me that lobster that you just caught," and I'm like, first off, it's undersized. 2, I caught it on a rod and reel, which makes it illegal for me to actually keep. And 3, like, I'm not licensed for lobster, and I don't know if you're licensed for lobster either, and I'm not interested in getting a ticket. But there's guys that...
That's a heck of a ticket.
Yeah, but there's guys that'll do that stuff. And, like, that's where I think I draw the line, where it's like, hey, like, the whole poaching aspect, if the rules say don't take, or, like, the rules are there to protect the fisheries or the MPAs or anything like that, it's like, those are things that we do need to pay attention to. It is in the best interest of those fish and the growth of those fish and stuff like that.
And the overall fishery.
Yeah. And actually, when you start reading about some of these fish and stuff, and you realize that, a 20-inch barred sand bass, that thing's like 5 to 10 years old or something like that, like, or even older.
It earns its respect.
Like, it definitely earns the respect to see, because you don't realize that there's a lot more predators down there sometimes than there is up here. It's like they have to go through a lot of stuff to get to that age.
So in regard to IndigeFish, like, where can people, our audience, your audience, kind of get in touch with you, a hold of you, and what can they look forward to?
Yeah, so first and foremost, you have IndigeFish.com. So it's INDIGE fish, right? So, or another easy way to think about it is you take the word indigenous, drop the NOUS, and just replace that NOUS with fish.
That will help some people.
Yeah.
That'll help me. I was thinking in my head how to spell that, so I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, so, and then you have IndigeFish.store, which is our clothing, our apparel, and stuff like that, and our Keeping It Reeling brand. And then also, too, like, we do sell, like, jig heads. We have a Broken Arrow jig head, which is very similar, right, to something like...
So, a little funny story about that.
Yeah.
Tell it, Chuck.
I can't tell with a straight face. So
you gotta tell it.
So at Redondo, rod and gun, if you mess up,
wow.
If you mess up, you get a nickname.
If there's a story to tell.
No.
If there's a story to tell. And the person to your left has one of those nicknames.
Oh.
What is that?
Broken Arrow.
The Broken Arrow.
That's for a whole nother episode.
When you said that, we both looked at each other like, oh, yeah.
Well, these ones catch fish, so I don't know.
Oh, nice.
Hey, look, that award is mine right there. Okay, that award is mine. I don't know if that speaks to my skills or the inabilities of others within the club.
You know what? I didn't get an award, so I can't talk. But at the same time, I didn't use my Broken Arrow jig heads for this week because I wasn't searching for calico or anything.
Well, I used my own and I caught fish and I won an award.
I think you should give the broken arrow to Broken Arrow.
I will. I don't have it in my truck.
Yeah, I'm
otherwise I would've
telling you,
bought it.
it's a magical fit there, isn't it?
So, but we have our Broken Arrow jig heads. They're a swing head style jig head, allows your swim bait to swim freely. We're
Those
also,
have been really popular too.
yeah, super popular right now. There's a couple other brands that make them as well. I think what is it? Viking makes them, and then War Baits makes them as well. And so it's just a matter of, you know, our thing with our Broken Arrow jig heads is we wanted to come in at a price point that was going to be not only competitive but also too accessible to people.
Yeah.
Right. So like I think War Baits right now sells theirs for like $13 or $14 online. Ours is coming in at 10.
Okay.
So I'm like, hey, like, and then if you see me at the shows or anything like that, majority of the time we're at tackle meet shows. So if you see me there, we usually sell them there for like 5 or 7. Like,
Oh, nice.
so, but yeah, it's like we want to make fishing accessible to not only youth but also adults. My big thing too is like I have really great father figures in my life. My dad was really great. Unfortunately, passed away in 2022. But then also to my father-in-law is a great father figure, hunter. You know, and now pure outdoorsman for the most part, and it's just like really great to have that father-son style connection.
Yeah.
And I want to make that accessible for other fathers too that want to be able to bring their sons or their daughters, or even mothers that want to bring their sons and daughters out and enjoy a day of fishing.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And also with surf fishing, I mean, you know, I do a lot of long range trips, and they're super, super expensive.
Yeah.
But a lot of people can access the beach
Right.
right here. It's very inexpensive. If you live in Southern California, you've got access to a beach. You can get a rod and reel for pretty cheap, and you're talking about maybe less than $100. You could be surf fishing.
Yeah. And
That's the
even,
greatest part. And with
Yep.
guys like you that are like, you know, I want that to be accessible, so I'm not going to charge more and just give them the access of like having the good stuff.
right.
That's really cool of you. I mean, that is awesome.
Yeah, and ultimately, like, yeah, of course, we're a business. We do want to make money for what we can, but at the same time, we want to be able to make money over the long term,
Yeah.
as opposed to, you know, we're going to come in for a quick profit margin or something like that. No. We really want to be able to make fishing accessible and you know, just see a lot more young individuals that are out there that want to go out and enjoy themselves, and then also, too, make sure you read up on, you know, your, California Fish and Game stuff.
Oh, yeah.
For myself, I didn't even realize. Now, I'm a resident of Arizona because I also have a residence in Arizona. So my fishing license was $174, right? But unfortunately, you know, that's what I had to pay. But if I was a resident of California, then actually my fishing license, because I'm a tribal member, would be free after being a resident for 6 months. And then for kids, I'd have to double check, but I think it's like under 16 or something like that. You don't have
16.
to have you don't have to have a fishing license. And then if you're on like a public pier, like
you don't even need a license,
you
period.
don't need a license, period.
Yeah.
So just understanding those things is really advantageous.
And honestly, I think the state of California and the California Fish and Wildlife Organization, like they do understand that there are a lot of people in California that enjoy the outdoors, and they do a good job, you know, really advocating to make sure that we have the opportunity to do that.
Right.
And it's, you know, you kind of brought it up in terms of like I'm from Hawaii, so like in terms of like the native culture and native Hawaiian culture and indigenous acts of like, you know, fishing, you know, I get it. So when I first got here, I was just like, okay, let's go fishing. Like, okay, I live like half a mile from the beach. Let's go.
Right, yeah.
But what is kind of interesting, and I've got 2 daughters, 16 and 12 years old, and a couple of my buddies who have sons who are the same age as my oldest daughter, you know, they started hitting me up like, hey, Jojo, the boys are getting into fishing. And I'm like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And it's like, why not, right? And yesterday when I went fishing and I caught the surf perch for the tournament, I went with one of my buddies, Ron, and his 2 sons, Koa and also Nixon. They got their first fishing rods, and they're going out at the piers, man, during the nighttime or what have you. And I was telling my wife, Pua, yesterday, I was just like, it's nice to see, like, living around the South Bay area in Redondo as these, like, kids are riding on their e-bikes.
Yeah, with the fishing poles sticking up.
Dude, the fishing pole sticking
Yeah.
out. I'm like, dude, that's fucking badass.
Yeah, that's so cool, man.
I'm like, that's fucking
I'm gonna
badass.
be that older guy just throwing jigs at them.
Yeah.
Go
out of here, yeah.
So it's like it's such a nice thing to see because to me it means a lot, right? Like I love hunting, I love fishing. I've grown up with both of them, mostly fishing. So when it comes to fishing, it's just like it holds a special place in just my life in terms of like something to do.
Yeah.
And to be able to really take a look and see it passed on from generation to generation is just like, it feels good, right? And,
Right.
I keep on telling my daughters, like, and my oldest daughter is really into surfing right now. And I'm like, hey, I went to Sunset this morning and, there's no wind. The waves were good. They're barreling. Like, you should come out to with me. And I'm hopeful one day, as I'm there fishing and she's out there surfing, that she comes to shore and says, the waves suck. The fishing must be better. Teach me how to fish.
Yeah.
So,
That would be
that's
cool.
good. And Chuck, I know you got Charlie. Charlie's
Yeah.
like the avid fisherman. He's like the master of everything when it comes to BMX,
Well,
karate.
he's caught a tuna over 100 pounds.
I know he has.
he's
That's
on the
something that I
100-pound club.
haven't. So
Go.
he has definitely grown up fishing. So it's kind of a special place. But
Well, kind of tagging onto the kid thing. So this has always been kind of it seems like it's always been like kind of an adult sign up and have surf fishing tournament. But I think we're gonna do. Well, no, I know we're gonna do a kids division next year.
okay,
It'll be our 80th year.
That
We
would be
plan
80
on
years.
80 years. So we're going to shut down the streets. We're working on doing a tackle swap meet in the morning and then rolling into the tournament and all that after, and then award ceremony. But I was just actually talking to Friedman,
Yep.
and I think we're going to work with Penn and either Akuma and see if we can get rods and reels for kids. So when they sign up, at the tackle shop, they'll give them a rod and reel as they go.
Oh,
That would be sweet.
Yeah.
that'd be sick.
So that's the plan for next year. Is it kids division? We haven't figured all the details out, but that's definitely something that's going to happen.
So I'll tell you what, if you were either of those sponsors, how could you say no?
How
Say yes. And that would be awesome.
I'm gonna be like that guy on bench warmers where he brings the paper and it says I am 12.
Yeah, right. I am under 16.
Oh, man. Well, check it out. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been tuning in, all of our followers on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook of Rifles, Rods, and Broads. This is the second time that we've brought to you a show here from the annual Redondo Rod and Gun Club Surf Fishing Tournament. This is the 79th year. Chuck has just previewed the fact that 80 years is taking place in 2027. That's just absolutely insane. 80 years of the South Bay's biggest surf fishing tournament. So, Chuck, thank you for joining us along with putting on this event. Rob, IndigeFish, tell us a little bit more about where we can follow you.
Hey, man, follow us at IndigeFish on Instagram. Also, too, IndigeFish on YouTube, and then IndigeFish.com or IndigeFish.store is where you can find our products.
And just to make sure that everybody knows how to find IndigeFish, YouTube Indigenous, drop the N-O-U. You can take it over from
There we
there.
go. So take the word indigenous, drop the N-O-U-S, replace that N-O-U-S with fish, and there you go. I-N-D-I-G-E fish.
Rob, thank you so much for joining us, man. And I hope you
thanks
had
a
a
lot,
great
brother.
time and the first time that you joined the tournament. And I'm sure this
Yep.
won't be the last time.
Oh, definitely not. I'm actually going to talk to Chuck and see how IndigeFish can be a part of the sponsorship.
That's awesome.
So that'd be fun.
That'll be awesome. And Chuck, Going on your, what, 80th year of being president?
80th year, yeah.
Yeah, 80th year of being president of the Redondo Rod and Gun Club.
80 more to go.
We appreciate you,
You're welcome.
along with Mike Damsky, this year's tournament director, for putting on a great tournament. It's obviously, you know, sometimes difficult to get sponsorships or what have you, but being that it's such a great tournament, we had a ton of great sponsors, which we'll list here in the video as well as actually on all of the posts that we've been sharing. Tons of great sponsors. So we'll go ahead and list them there. And just want to say thank you for tuning into Rifles, Rods, and Broads. Brian.
Yeah, before we disconnect, we want to thank everybody who joined us on the live stream. A couple of people left some comments up there on the screen, which we put up there. So thanks so much for tuning in. Somebody did have a question. Rob, when is that app dropping? And if it's going to be available on iOS and Android?
So we are going to be getting it dropping here soon. I'd say within the next month or two as we work through like the beta processes and stuff. And we are going to be looking at iOS and Android to be able to get those on the Apple Store as well as the Google Play Store.
Awesome. And for Mr. President, for Chuck, somebody wants to know if they want to learn more about the club. When are the meetings?
So every Thursday we meet here at 8 p.m. whenever we have a special event. We normally start at about 7 o'clock if we have a speaker, somebody's birthday party, or
Or we're just hungry.
Or we're just hungry, yeah. But generally you can get here. Our address here is 2023 Vanderbilt Lane in Redondo Beach. And we meet here every Thursday at 8 p.m.
Yep.
Right on. And before we leave, we have one of our biggest shows, one of our biggest supporters, Charlie here, has been begging and clamoring to get on the podcast.
Oh,
so we wanna give him his 5 minutes of fame over here.
Okay.
Charlie, what do you want to talk about?
We'll replace the old with the new. There you go. Come over here, Charlie.
Come on, Charlie.
So let me tell you guys a little bit story about Charlie. I've been a part of the Redondo Rod and Gun Club for the past 6 years, and I've seen this gentleman right here grow from an infant to a toddler to a child to a young man. And he's still trying to figure out headphones because this is so our age. In the age of Charlie, you know, he's putting AirPods in, but
he's going to have Neuralink soon, one of these things going on.
Charlie, welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Introduce yourself, buddy.
So I'm Charlie Zimmer. Been coming here for about 7 years.
Okay.
I don't know how long exactly. But I am the president's son, as I imagine you guys know.
So does that make you a future president?
Hopefully. That's what I want to be.
Yeah?
Hopefully I'll
All
be
right.
the president up here.
Are those like life goals?
Yeah.
Yeah? So, Charlie, what do you like to do right now? What are your hobbies?
Hobbies. So I do fishing, of course. I do some hunting. I'm also big into bikes. I do a lot of BMX, and I do freestyle and race. I do RC boats.
Nice.
Do a lot of stuff.
You got any RC boats that can drop my bait like way farther than I can cast?
Smart.
Right?
I can't do it in salt water, though. It'll fry that boat.
Oh, man.
So I've been watching you on your BMX journey, and I know we've been on fishing trips. So where can the young ladies follow you?
Oh, my God. I can't post anything. That's what I'm going to say. My mom doesn't allow me, but, God, I gotta remember. On Instagram, it's that BMX race guy, I'm pretty sure. That's what I remember.
Okay.
That's what I...
And what's your biggest fish?
Biggest fish was on the Pacific Voyager. It was my first ever tuna trip, and I went with the club on the PAC-V is their club charter, and I got 104-pound bluefin tuna.
What?
First,
Whoa.
Dude, that's a killer right there. That's pretty awesome.
it took me an hour and a half to get that fish in.
Ooh.
And I'll tell you what, man, like my father-in-law, we went to Guatemala and we caught 5 marlin between 250 pound and 350 pound.
Wow.
And I got to tell you, like fishing for that long, right? Like you're on a fish for an hour. It's no easy
Yeah.
feat. So like, kudos to you, man. Like that's a lot of work to put in, and remarkable. Good job.
Yeah, and it was like I'm taking my jacket off, and I'm like mid-run. I'm like, I hand it to the deckhand. I take my jacket off. I'm back on it, and I got it on 40 pound at daytime.
Oh, that's good, dude.
So, Charlie, last question for you.
Okay.
Okay, and you'll be back again because you're a part of the clan.
Yeah.
Who did a better job today, you or your dad?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Come on, man. Give yourself some credit.
I gotta say me.
Good answer.
Yeah.
There we go. Got to feel the confidence right there, you know?
So we got Charlie here on Rifles, Rods, and Broads. And again, Chuck joined us, the president of the Redondo Rod and Gun Club, and Rob of IndigeFish. Thank you very much, brother, for joining us. We'll do some more stuff for sure, and we got to do some fishing. But we're going to wrap things up. So just one more time, where can we get a hold of you?
So on IndigeFish.com, IndigeFish.store, or at IndigeFish on both Instagram and YouTube. And the way to spell that is going to be taking the word indigenous and replacing that N-O-U-S at the end. Replace that with fish. So it is I-N-D-I-G-E fish.
There we go. Thank you very much, brother. And this is Jojo here from Rifles, Rods, and Broads, Langostas in Colorado. But we had a great 79th annual Redondo Rod and Gun Club surf fishing tournament. Mahalo, everyone, for joining us here today. Aloha.
Thanks, everyone.